up YouTube? Welcome to our second video. So like I said last time, this channel is going to be basically about a series called Wash and Review, and I figured what is the best way to start off that series rather than wash my own vehicle. So that's what we're going to end up doing for y'all today. I'm going to give y'all a backstory on this car, just kind of give y'all the ins and outs about it, some little cool things I like about it, and from there we'll do ourselves a wash, and yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. So this is Betsy. She is a 1993 Camry. I actually ended up buying her for my lady. I actually own that Suburban over there as well. And yeah, this is basically the gist of it. She has 252,000 miles on her. Really ain't had anything crazy done. She's had 3 repairs, no modifications. I put a system in her, but isn't really anything too special about it, but it definitely is a good basis for us to get a wash. So like I said, I also own a 2005 Suburban. I'm actually going to go ahead and show y'all this. It is actually a Centurion package, and I'll explain that in a little bit. It's actually a pretty cool vehicle, so let me go ahead and show you this. Alright, so a little background on the Centurion Suburbans. They're actually quite rare. They're like zombies to find out here in the wild. So Centurion, as most people know, was a brand that was based in the 70s, 80s. They went all the way up to about the early 2000s. They built mainly Ford trucks. They would take them and convert them to basically recreational vehicles. They would take Broncos, turn them into quad cab trucks. They would take vans, turn them into RVs. It was pretty cool. Well, once the 2000s came, they kind of stopped doing as many Fords, and they ended up switching to doing a few Chevys. The most common ones to see are going to be your late 90s, the OBS style. You'll see quite a few of them done, but they actually ended up doing a few of the GMT 800s as well. Now, these trucks would later on become Southern Comfort. So if the body kits look familiar, that's exactly where they come from. It's all the same premise of it inside. You do a plush interior, add some capsule chairs, you add some fake wood grain, stuff like that. It's got some screens in it, Bose sound system. But it's more of like the story of why it is the way it is, why it's pretty cool. I ran the VIN history on the truck and ended up finding out that, so in 05, the Suburban's base model price was about 37 grand. But when the lady had done this truck, when she got it back, it had costed her almost 58 grand. Which, looking at to now, is about $140,000 in today's money for a Suburban. As you can see right now, she's been kind of sitting for a minute. I was replacing the wheel hub. The 3 bolts that hold the wheel hub shield on, they actually are rounded off, so I don't really have the necessary things to do that with, so I have a friend who's going to come by and fix that up for me. Yeah, she's been down for a couple weeks now, but we're hoping to get her back going really soon. I actually miss this truck big time. So a little bit more about this car. I actually only paid $400 for this thing. I was working for my grandfather at the time doing tree work, and during a job that we were doing, we went up the street and there was a guy selling multiple vehicles, and his was one of them. I went up to him and talked to him about the car. He told me that he only wanted $400 in it because that's all he had into it as far as tires and radiator. And of course, I was like, yeah, definitely. I was actually walking at the time. I had been walking for a year to work. And then at that point, I was getting picked up by my uncle every day to go do tree work. It was pretty annoying, but this car definitely saved my life from that. Since then, it has been very, very reliable. I had one incident, like I said, where the distributor went out on me. Hold on, it's my stepfather. We're gonna go catch him real quick. But yeah, I had one incident where the distributor went out on me, and it was not the funnest time, but we ended up getting that fixed, and everything was all good. I live in a very small town called Culpeper, Virginia, but actually I'm from the next town over, Madison. That's where we're going right now. I grew up in a real country kind of life, but I always knew I wanted to do things like YouTube. I also make music. And one of my biggest passions is cars, and I've always wanted to get around them and kind of film them, shoot them, like really learn how to be a car YouTuber. And it's always been a big goal of mine, and I'm hoping that I can pull that off with this channel. And hopefully y'all can support me during that, and I can get my feedback I need from y'all to know how I can make this better and better for y'all as time goes on. And hopefully, you know, we can end up being up there with them and actually make a name for ourselves and be actually a good YouTube channel. And I don't even know where it could go from here. Like, this thing could be huge. We could end up becoming a nice family, a massive family. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. So we got the car here. It's all stripped apart. We're ready to get going. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some before clips, and y'all be able to see what's up. Alrighty, guys. So we're not gonna be doing a full detail on this car. As of right now, we're just going to be doing a vacuum. We're gonna be scrubbing down the carpet. Of course, getting rid of this trash. Kind of clean up these door sills a little bit. And definitely give her a good bath along the outside. I'll wipe her down, shine her up a little bit, and I'll see you in a bit. So, a little bit behind why it looks like this. We work a lot. This car right now is doing the work of both this and the Suburban, taking us both to work, carrying the equipment. So, over time, we just haven't really paid attention too much. Like, this is a surprise to me. But, we'll get her cleaned up. Think y'all will enjoy. Alrighty, guys, so we got all the trash out. We're now going to get started on vacuuming and then scrubbing this carpet down some. I'll get back with y'all once we start doing that. So, of course, to give a little bit of transparency, you will notice that I don't have a lot of the proper equipment needed for a lot of the more in-depth things. I do have some of that stuff right now, but I kind of don't need it at the moment. As far as like steam cleaners and things like that, I do still have to get those. But for now, we're gonna do what we need to do, and I'm gonna show y'all how to get some of this done without some of that high-end equipment. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all a few different things. One of them is, say you have a cheap vacuum like this. This is not our only one, but this is one we decided to bring for our demonstration today, as I'm showing you how to do certain things without the right, equipment. So, say you have a cheap vacuum like this. Doesn't do its job all that well. You can't really pull nothing out the cracks. Well, one of the things I do is, I use things like this, the little drill attachments. You can just take them right along the edges like this. Yeah, pull all that stuff out. And then when you take your vacuum back to it, you actually got some action going. So I've had people ask before, why should you scrub the side, like scrub the carpet while you vacuum it? And I'm actually going to show you a comparison as to why you should do that. So this side is just a vacuum. This is a This was just a vacuum. Of course, this is with a weaker vacuum, so if you have a stronger one, it will pull more of this out. But let me show you the other side. Was vacuum with a scrub. Over here, there is so much less dirt. It even pulled some of the stains out. So for dashes, I like to use the Turtle Wax dashing glass, mainly because if I end up with overspray like that, it's not bad for your glass. It's never really given me problems. I've never had any cracks or anything like that from using it. You just spray it on, let it sit for a sec, and then wipe and scrub what you need. Your dash should come out great. Now, a lot of people don't really care much for Turtle Wax, but they're one of the few companies where they have a few things that I actually do like, and their dashing glass is one of them.